Haven't heard about the supply chain crisis for a while. Well, don't worry, it's going to be rearing its ugly head just in time for the holidays, of course. This is from a while back now, so adjust accordingly. US only has 25 days of diesel supply. Okay, and I just wanted to put this one on the back burner because this was from a couple of weeks ago at this point, okay? So I just figured, okay, maybe somebody will come up with some diesel fuel. It's not like it's essentially important from getting all of the goods that get transported either by ship, either by train, to their eventual stop, okay? All of those big rig trucks, okay? All of those big 18-wheelers that you see out on the road, they don't get run by sunshine and happiness, okay? They don't have solar panels on the roof. That is good old-fashioned American diesel running through those vehicles to make sure that all of your goods get there on time. And of course, this couldn't come at a less opportune moment, okay? Because there are plenty of crops needing to come off the field down in the United States, okay? Up here in Canada, we've already got everything off the ground because we're just, incredibly lucky right now that there's not a foot of snow on the ground, because that is also very highly possible, okay? At time of recording, it's super windy outside, but thankfully it's actually, kind of half-ass nice, especially for this late in October. And, well, spoilers, this is getting recorded in the last couple of days of October, but even still, like, I've taken a look at the, short-ish term forecast, and it's still supposed to be pretty nice for the beginning of November. This is a very big rarity for up here at this time of the year, okay? But even still, okay, I know as working in the oil and gas industry for a long old time, okay, I've seen multiple vehicles every single day, all the time, all running on diesel, okay? Diesel is essential to make the economy function. Every single economy is predicated on diesel-powered engines being able to travel. We never have experienced such incompetence in managing just simple economic situations like this in a lifetime, okay? And while this is only the United States, this is indicative to everybody else who falls in line to where the United States go. Ergo, everybody in the Western world, let's keep it a $1.50, okay? Wherever the US goes, Canada, the UK, okay, most of Europe are going to fucking follow right off of a goddamn cliff. So, has it gotten any better? Well, this one's like just about brand new. Fuel company issued diesel shortage warning, says U.S. rapidly devolving. Yeah, that's really not good, okay? I don't know, like a couple of supermarkets that are out there, they're at least starting to stock back up, okay? I don't see quite as many empty shelves, but then again, I've just been going to a couple of places. But if this is going to end up being a thing, okay, and most of Canada's exports come through the United States, okay, and all of those long-haul truckers, they don't have fucking, electric vehicles or anything like that. They're still gonna have to fuel up at one fucking point in time, okay? So the major fuel supply company has issued an alert about upcoming diesel fuel shortages for several East Coast states. Oh, great, wonderful, fantastic, okay? Right where everything, yeah, that's like all the way up the East Coast, okay? That's not just the Northeast or anything like that. Holy fuck, yeah, this is really not good, okay? And the fact that this isn't front and center, even with midterms coming up and all of the fallout of that included, it's like, oh, okay, cool. People are going to be going hungry if this doesn't get rectified incredibly fucking quickly. There's no strategic reserves that can be put on blast, okay? And those can be drained in order to make this better. This has been a long-standing fuck-up. This is something that you know that you are going to need, okay? There's no quick fix replacement for any of this type of stuff, okay? There is no Chevy Volt equivalent for a fucking Peterbilt or a Kenworth, okay? Nissan Leaf isn't going to have a fucking tractor equivalent here anytime soon. Oy, oy, oy. The states are expected to experience shortages in Alabama, Georgia, Tennessee, North Carolina, Virginia, South Carolina. Mansfield Energy said in an alert last week. Holy fuck. So the Carolinas, Virginia, Tennessee, so a little bit inland, okay? Alabama and Georgia, for fuck's sakes. But, there's one, because you go all the way down the coast. Okay, cool. So it starts just about in the northeast, and then it just misses. It misses that, the little boot off the end of, the United States right there. I wonder why. It's almost like somebody knew that the feds couldn't be trusted, and that they just decided to, look after themselves. fucking wild. All of those trucks are still going to have to stop somewhere along the line there, okay, in order to fuel up appropriately to be able to take the stuff that they receive at the fucking port. Our pipeline shipping economics and historically low diesel inventories are combining to cause shortages in various markets throughout the Southeast, the company said. These have been occurring sporadically, with areas like Tennessee seeing particularly acute challenges. It noted that fuel prices are 30 to 80 cents higher than posted market average due to tight supply. Great, because diesel, it used to be a pretty cheap alternative. Remember when Volkswagen was trying to really push that for like their Jettas in the early 2000s all the way up until about the 2010s or something like that? The diesel's the way of the future. It's a little bit cheaper, it's a little bit more environmentally friendly, or whatever the fuck they want to push on there. Okay, they were starting to push the whole biodiesel gimmick. I think Willie Nelson was trying to make vehicles run on fucking, vegetable oil and all that shit. A laudable enterprise, a great idea, especially with all of those greasy spoons that are attached to all of those truck stops, okay? Unfortunately, it seems like that technology just kind of stagnated, but could be out of the loop on that one, of course. But for the longest time, ever since these carbon taxes ended up getting kicked around, diesel has somehow surpassed by a tune of about, I can talk about it up here because that's what I see on a regular basis, is diesel's about 10 to 15 cents per liter higher than standard regular gas. So it's interesting. You could just say that it would be, if I was to just do the quick math on that, that would be what, 60 cents per gallon higher in on or around that area. Fuel carriers are now having to go to multiple terminals to find supply. Oh, great, which delays deliveries and strains local trucking capacity. Due to rapidly devolving conditions, the firm issued an alert level 4 to address the volatility, according to the statement. For the southeastern United States, Mansfield said that it is issuing a code red alert and is requesting 72-hour notice for deliveries when possible to ensure fuel and freight can be secured at economical levels. Diesel enables most of the shipping across the United States and the Western world. Okay, let's just be fucking honest about this. And is used by long-haul trucks, freight trains. Oh, great. Stupid me. I thought that they were running on coal or some shit like that, like the old fucking cartoons or the old westerns like that. But no, that makes total sense. I had some old friends that used to work at CN, for Christ's sake, so leave me alone for a second and just had a fucking brain fart. Yeah, diesel equipment, construction equipment, that shit all runs on fucking diesel, my guy. Okay, and guess where all of these additional costs are going to get pushed onto the consumer, okay? And then Biden can just look at this stuff and just say, oh, take a look at those fuel prices, they're just gouging the American people. Why are they having to pass on those costs, okay? Because, again, like, shipping companies, they already operate at very slim fucking margins, okay? Unless you have an entire fleet, okay? Unless you run a bunch of trucks, you think that, okay, cool. You might have this assertion that truckers make a lot of money. Sure, they have, what, $300,000 a year salaries, but just think, okay, they got to pay the maintenance of their rigs, okay? They got to cover their fuel costs. They have to be up. They have to be driving, what, 18 hours a fucking day sometimes? Wear and tear on those rigs, and especially if you get a couple of finicky fucking ones, that shit ain't cheap, okay? Speaking as somebody who's worked firsthand in on and around this equipment, if you don't baby it, if you don't take proper care of this stuff, your profit margins become nil. And now you want to add on an additional 30 to 80 cents per gallon, okay? And these guys are just going through 800 gallons a day, or not 800 liters per day. Like, that's not a fucking over-exaggeration either. It's just simply a self-fulfilling prophecy. If the administration would have taken care of the fuel shortage, okay, the energy crisis that's going to be looming throughout the rest of his fucking term because he refuses to drill and create pipelines because, oh my god, my green agenda says we can't be doing this. Prices of everything are just going to continue to go up and up and up and up. What does it say here? Yeah, diesel enables most of the shipping. While gasoline prices have dropped since they reached record highs in June, they're still more than twice what they were when Biden took office, by the way. Okay. Oh, they're down from record highs. they're still double what they were, and we're still sitting on fucking oceans of the shit, but whatever. Diesel has not decreased nearly as much as it currently stands at $5.31 per gallon, according to AAA. Bottlenecks in supply chains caused by the coup. Yeah, no, exactly. That's what it was caused by. And soaring energy prices have added to rising price levels. Yeah, but guess what? We can go ahead and ship how many billions of dollars over to Ukraine? That'll take care of it, right? Diesel market to stay tight into the winter. Yup. So guess what, man? Prices continuing to go through the fucking roof, because guess what? Yeah, no, that's your diesel, okay? That's how your diesel shows up to your different fuel stations, okay? Sometimes, you know, they got the trailer on the back of it, or it's some of the bigger gas station, or not gas stations, rather fuel stops, because there's no gas that's there, okay? They're all for big rigs and shit like that. And they got 2 trailers and shit like that. And guess what? You think that just runs on hopes and dreams and sugar and spice? No, that shit runs on diesel, okay? Diesel to transport the diesel. So make all of this shit make sense and understand that, guess what? At the end of the day, the average person is getting fucked, because, yeah, these trucking companies, they're still going to get their diesel, okay? And then their operating margins, okay? They've got to make some money in here in some form or fashion in order to pay the employees, the guys who are actually delivering the fucking goods, okay? All of the heroes, all of the brave individuals of the pandemic, now all of a sudden they're just going to be pilloried and colored as being thieves and crooks because they need to charge a little bit extra because Biden can't fucking manage a gas station, let alone a country. You just wait. But I think you and I both know that it's not the everyman. It's not the blue collar worker out there. It's not the guy who's fucking grabbing gears and staying up late and doing enough crystal meth to smoke out an inner city neighborhood in order to stay up so you can have your fucking salad on time. They're not the ones to blame in this situation, even though you're going to be told to blame them in this situation. But with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.